Hi guys, and welcome to my WWE Clash of Champions 2019 reaction video. So yeah, last night we had WWE Clash of Champions, and it was fine. A bit disappointed with the show, to be honest. I think there was quite a few matches I was disappointed with. There was some good matches, some very good finishes, which I'll get onto. But on the whole, my experience with this pay-per-view wasn't particularly great. Also, the fact that my WWE network kept crashing every 10 frigging minutes wasn't helping. Like, it was really hard to get invested in this show because every 10 minutes my network kept crashing for some reason. I don't know whether that was down to my Wi-Fi or the network, but that's never happened before, and I hope that doesn't happen again for Hell in a Cell. It's really annoying. And I also fell asleep for the last two matches, but I rewatched them this morning. So, yeah, anyway, let's get to it. So, pre-show matches. First match we had on the pre-show was Drew Gulak defending his Cruiserweight Championship up against Humberto Carrillo and Lince Dorado. Yeah, it was a very solid 10 triple threat match. It was a very solid 10-minute triple threat match. Had some really good stuff. Obviously Carrillo and Lince Dorado always doing the little flippy stuff, and Gulak just doing his submission technical wrestling, stuff like that. And basically Carrillo performs an Aztec press on Dorado, but then Gulak threw Carrillo out the ring, pinned Dorado, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, Gulak retained, just like I predicted. It was pretty obvious he was going to retain. I feel like he's got a good thing going, and I think Carrillo and Dorado aren't the ones to beat him. But maybe Carrillo will get a chance at the next pay-per-view. Yeah, a one-on-one match. And then the second match we had on the pre-show was a singles match for the United States Championship. Yes, AJ Styles defending his belt against Cedric Alexander. On the pre-show. AJ Styles on the pre-show. That... No words. Anyway, it wasn't only 5 minutes. Basically, obviously, Cedric got a chance after he beat AJ on Raw in a non-title match. And Cedric started off well. He hit a few moves early. But AJ got back into it, of course, and in the end it became a bit of a squash. He hits a Styles clash outside the ring, then he hits a phenomenal forearm, and then a Styles clash on Alexander. He just was a squash. He was beating Paul Alexander in a very emphatic win. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, really, really dominant 5-minute display from AJ, just showing him, yeah, don't mess around with the OC, don't piss me off. So yeah, it was a good display for AJ. He just more or less squashed poor Cedric. They had a much better match on Raw, but yeah, why was this on the pre-show? Why is AJ Styles on the pre-show? That baffled me. Okay, whatever. Then on to the main show. So, so the first match we had was the tag team match for the WWE Raw Tag Team Championships. Yes, Seth Rollins and Braun Strowman defending their tag team belts up against Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler. Rudolph. And it was a fine, solid 9-minute tag team match. Nothing to boast home about, but it did what it needed to do to start off the show. It was a fun little match. Obviously, Strowman was just dominating Roode and Ziggler. They couldn't get much offense in, but then once Seth got tagged in, they managed to get a bit more offense in. But the ending was strange. So in the end, Strowman, he tackled Roode, who collided with Rollins, and then Strowman went after Ziggler doing this little run. But then because of that, this allowed Bobby Roode hit a glorious DDT on Rollins. 1, 2, 3. I mean, he pinned Seth Rollins. I didn't think Seth was going to get pinned. I thought it was going to be Braun, but yeah, I guess Seth took a pin here. Very, very rare thing to see. And and then Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler are the new Raw Tag Team Champions. I'm fine with this. I'm very fine with this. I predicted them. I don't think they're going to have a very long reign, though. I really think maybe the Viking Raiders or AOP or maybe Street Profits might beat them for it on Raw in a few weeks. I don't know, but yeah, they had obviously Seth and Braun were just placeholders. It was just a little thing for them to hold to build feud to build a little something for their main event match. So yeah, it was fine. I was fine with this. Yeah, and I'm happy to see Braun and Ziggler win something for once. Bobby and Ziggler to win something for once. Bloody hell. We had a singles match for the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship. Yes, Bayley defending her belt up against Charlotte Flair. This was a weird one. It was it was only 3.5 minutes. 3.5 minutes. Weird. And it was a weird one. Not a lot to say here. It was a very short match. So So basically, at the very start of the match, Flair hits a big boot on Bayley for a near fall. And then there wasn't a lot much else. There was some stuff outside the ring, and then Bayley gets back into it. But then at the end, Bayley throws Charlotte against an exposed turnbuckle and rolls her up 1, 2, 3. And that was it. That was it. And then Bayley just runs out the arena, or runs back up the entrance way. Like, just looked so funny. Like, she just runs away with the belt like a big coward, and proper heelish win. It's a good heel win for Bayley. But damn, I was expecting a better match than this. 3.5 minutes. Yeah. But yeah, obviously Charlotte's not going to win that 10th title yet. She's probably going to win that at a bigger show, probably at the Royal Rumble or WrestleMania, that's my guess. So yeah, Bayley retains, but not a great match. Not a great match. We had a tag team match for the WWE SmackDown Tag Team Championships. Yeah, Revival, Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder going up against the New Day, Big E and Xavier Woods. This was a good match. Good 10-minute match. Nothing amazing, but it had some good spots. I'm going to lie. The two very good teams who have been very undershone. Like, no one's looking forward to this match, really, let's face it. But the climax saw the Revival. They performed a shatter machine on Big E outside the ring, so he was out. And it was just 2-on-1 pretty much. So they hit a shatter machine on Xavier, and then they forced him to submit to like an inverted figure 4 leg lock to win titles. It was a pretty dominant display from the Revival. They won pretty convincingly. And yeah, that was the Revival of the new SmackDown Live Tag Team Champions, and they are the first tag team to win the NXT belts, to win the Raw belts and the SmackDown belts. So congrats to the Revival. That's something. Hopefully they have a good run with the SmackDown Championships, because I think the 2 times they held the Raw title belt, the Raw tag team belts, they lost like in the first defences, didn't they, or something like that, or they didn't have a very good run. So hopefully they have a better run with the SmackDown belts. We will see. And that also gave you a little hint that maybe, possibly, Randy could be beating Kofi. We could see FTRKO with all the belts, possibly. And then on to the next match, a match which I cared very, very little for. We had a tag team match for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. Yeah, belts which mean absolutely nothing. Not being sexist, but they don't. I did not give a crap about this match. I was on my phone for a lot of this match. I'm not sorry. I didn't watch them, so I didn't see a lot of what happened. But then, from what I gathered from the match, so yeah. So during the match, there was an impromptu 24/7 title defense. R-Truth ran out the ring. Bliss tried to pin R-Truth, but didn't. That was a bit funny. But then Truth kicked out and rushed out. But then, after resuming all that crazy stuff, Nikki Cross performed a swinging neckbreaker on Mandy Rose to retain. Yeah. Cool. Then on to the next match. We had a singles match for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Yes, Shinsuke Nakamura, the champion, with Sami Zayn defending his belts up against Miz. It was fine 9-minute match, but I wasn't a big fan of Sami going, oh yeah, just commenting and everything that was happening. It was funny, but I'm not sure if I needed it, to be honest. It was a bit, come on. And the match, honestly, I wasn't watching a lot of this either, because I just haven't been given a reason to care about this feud as much as I like Shinsuke, as much as I like Sami, as much as I like Miz. Yeah, I wasn't that bothered about this match either. So yeah, in the end, Miz performed a skull-crushing finale on Nakamura, but Zayn stopped the pinfall with that stopped by distracting the referee. Then Miz then chased Zayn before Nakamura caught him. Kinshasa, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, fine. Nakamura retains. I like this little thing he's got going on with Sami Zayn, but hopefully they can have a better feud and a better match for Hell in a Cell. Fingers crossed. Miz, he's not winning that ninth title yet. No. On to the next match. We had this was probably match of the night, in my opinion. We had a singles match for the WWE Raw Women's Championship. Yes, we had Becky Lynch defending her belt up against Sasha Banks. 20 minutes. This was a 20-minute match, and I loved it. I think, this was match of the night. So during the match, while I loved it. So it was great chemistry of these two. Obviously, they know each other so well. And then there was a part of it where they went brawling out into the arena, out through the stands, out in the crowd. They went out into the merchandise arena. They were just throwing each other into stuff. It was great. They came back in the ring. Then there was an interesting spot. So during the match, while the ref was distracted, Banks, she struck Lynch with a chair and then performed a wizard kick for a near fall. But then Lynch got the chair and she accidentally knocked out the referee before going after Banks. And then obviously they went outside the arena. But then due to obviously what happened with Becky, she was disqualified. So Sasha won the match. But obviously Becky retains because the titles don't change hands via disqualification. Yeah, not a great finish. I wanted a pinfall finish. Honestly, I wanted Sasha to win this match. This was her return match on a pay-per-view as this new character, as a new heel. And you're ending it with a DQ? Man, I wanted Sasha to win. I feel like that's done a bit of harm to Sasha's character. And plus Sasha was tapping out quite a few times during the match, but the ref was tapped out. So Sasha didn't look too strong in this match. You want to build him really strong, so she didn't win. And I was hoping to see Bayley maybe interfere, but no. Becky retains via DQ. So yeah, not a great finish, but the match was amazing. Loved the match. Probably match of the night. And yeah, I assume this feud's definitely going to continue. We're probably going to get a Hell in a Cell match between Sasha and Becky, which I'm very much looking forward to if that happens. So yeah. Anyway, and then maybe Sasha might win it properly there. Yeah. Then on to the next match, probably the two best matches of the night. What we had Kofi Kingston defending his WWE Championship up against Randy Orton. Yes, the SummerSlam rematch. It was the longest match of the night by 50 seconds. And yeah, it was a bit slow, obviously, as you expect, with Randy with his slow style, like methodical style, and Kofi with his high-flying stuff. But what annoyed me about this, though, as always, what people are getting a bit annoyed with Kofi's title reign is he comes out throwing pancakes. Like, dude, this is why people are going sour on you as WWE champion now. There were a few boos. There were a few boos when Kofi came out. I think Randy was getting more cheers. But anyway, so during the match, Orton performs a snap power slam on Kofi for a near fall. Orton performed an RKO, but Kofi kicked out by putting his leg on the rope. But in the end, you think, sorry, my bad throat. But in the end, Orton went for a punk kick. We haven't seen a punk kick in ages. Kofi counted with a Trouble in Paradise. 1, 2, 3. Kofi retains. Yeah, a part of me was thinking, is Randy going to win? And a part of me actually wanted Randy to win because I'm as much as, just like I've gone sour on Becky, I'm going a bit sour on Kofi now. I really think it's time for him to lose the belt. I think he's had a good run. He's had a good little title reign. It's kind of underwhelming because it's been in some parts. I just think it's time Kofi loses it now, and I think it's going to be soon with Fox. The Fox move on SmackDown is in, 2-3 weeks? So I think Kofi might lose it on that episode to a certain Bork Laser. We will see. But if this was Kofi's last pay-per-view defense before he loses it on SmackDown in a few weeks, then yeah, fair enough. But I just think it's time Kofi loses the belt. I was sad Orton didn't win, but this was more of a feud where Kofi needed to prove that he could beat Randy. So yeah, fair enough. Yeah, then we are on to a match which I didn't see a lot of because I fell asleep, but I rewatched the highlights. This was a no disqualification match. Eric Rowan up against Roman Reigns. And I mean, it was a long match, 17 minutes. But I'm going to tell you what, I didn't see too much of this match. So, let's see what Wikipedia says. So Reigns and Rowan, they fought outside the ring, where Rowan attempted to attack Reigns with the steel steps. Roman intercepted with a Samoan drop for a near fall. So Roman performed a Superman punch for another near fall. And then when Reigns went for another Superman punch outside the ring, Rowan countered with a power bomb through the announce table. It was awesome. I remember all this now. Then Rowan intercepted Roman with an iron claw through another table. However, then Reigns countered with a Superman punch. Superman punch, claw, it was crazy. But then in the end, Roman looked like he was about to win, going for a spear. But then a returning Luke Harper. Yeah, you heard that right. Luke Harper, who we haven't seen in months and months. Luke Harper, he's just back. He appeared, performed a big boot and a discus clothesline on Roman. And then Rowan performed the Iron Claw. Boom. 1, 2, 3. Rowan beats Roman Reigns with Luke Harper's help. I mean, I'm happy to. I'm looking forward to seeing where this is going to go. Luke Harper and Eric Rowan are back together again. Rowan Roman's lost here. Obviously, Roman beat him with Luke Harper's help. But yeah, the match itself was quite slow. Not gonna lie, it was just a few big spots outside the ring here and there. It wasn't amazing, but it was fun to watch from what I saw in the highlights. And Luke Harper coming back. I'm interested to see where that goes. What we're going to see now on Raw or SmackDown with those two back together. Are we going to maybe get a tag team match, Rowan and Harper, and maybe Bryan and Rowan, and maybe Bryan and Roman team up, a tag team match at Hell in a Cell? We will see. But I'm looking forward to seeing where this is going, definitely. Because this feud is definitely not over. No. And then on to the main event. Yes. We had Seth Rollins defending his Universal title up against Braun Strowman. Yes. And this was fine. It was crazy though. So obviously main event. So during the match, Seth Rollins performs 3 super kicks and on a frog splash. However, Strowman kicked out before the referee could count. So yeah, that's when you know Seth's gonna have to pull off some big stomps if he's gonna win this match. So then Strowman, either they get a top rope splash for a near fall, but then Rollins near the end, he performed 3 curb stomps, just like he did on Brock at SummerSlam. 3 curb stomps, which all resulted in near falls. Braun just kept kicking out. Seth was like, what the fuck do I do? And then Strowman, he went for a running power slam. His leg gave out, and this allowed Rollins to perform a pedigree. Boom, we haven't seen Rollins do a pedigree in ages. He's back doing the pedigree, I guess. And a 4th curb stomp. 1, 2, 3. Seth Rollins retains. Clean. He beat Braun Strowman clean. I mean, man, they are pushing Seth Rollins to the moon. He's just beaten Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam, and now he's beating Braun Strowman clean. I mean, Seth, he's beating everyone. Beating all the big boys. Fucking hell, this was clean. There was no interference from the Fiend. Yes. Nothing like that. No contest. No, it was just a clean win from Seth when he beats Braun Strowman. Incredible. And then I was wondering, where's this certain dude? Where is he? And then just as Seth celebrating at the end, boom, all the lights go out, the crowd go crazy. And you're like, yes. And then the Fiend appears. He attacks Rollins with a Sister Abigail and then the mandible claw. Steph's like, and the Fiend's like roaring behind him. Not like that, but boom, blackout. And the crowd were like, yes. So this more or less confirms all the rumours, everything Wyatt was saying in the Firefly Funhouse. We're going to be getting Seth Rollins defending his belt up against the Fiend at Hell in a Cell. Yes! Even though I do think it is super soon for the Fiend to be getting a Universal title shot. I don't think the Fiend, this character, necessarily needs the Universal title. Pardon me, but it should be interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing this feud. I can't wait to see the Five Up and House segment and then Rollins respond and all that. So it should be an interesting feud. Will Braun Strowman be involved? Will this be a triple threat, or will this just be Seth and the Fiend in Hell in a Cell? I can't wait, man. I can't wait. That was a good spot. But anyway, I can't wait for what happens at Hell in a Cell now. So that was Clash of Champions. It was fine. Not many great matches, if I'm being honest. The only 2 matches I probably enjoyed was Sasha and Becky Lynch. Kofi and Randy was good, but not amazing. Eric Rowan and Roman was fun in moments. Luke Harper returning was interesting. Seth and Braun was a fun little 11-minute match, and then the Fiend coming back was just, the Fiend attacking Seth was great. But everything else on the card was just pretty average. It felt like a SmackDown or a Raw episode. Nothing. I think nothing pay-per-view worthy on this card, to be honest. I think the only thing that was really good was Sasha and Becky. Really, everything else was just good or not that good. So and AJ Styles in the pre-show just. So guys, that was Clash of Champions. A bit disappointed with the show, to be honest. I think it could have been a bit better in some areas, but it is what it is. It sets up some very intriguing angles heading into Raw and SmackDown this week, and of course Hell in a Cell in a few weeks. So guys, so that was my prediction video. Thank you for watching. I apologise for being a bit slow, a bit lethargic. I haven't been well recently. I've had a bit of an infection for the last week or so. So I haven't been very well lately. Hopefully I'm back to full strength soon. Anyway, so I'll be back with Callum with our Hell in a Cell predictions. Not long. Hell in a Cell's I think the 6th. 1 second. Yeah, Hell in a Cell is the 6th of October, so not only 3 weeks away. So I'll be back with Callum for my Hell in a Cell predictions. So yeah, I'll be back with Callum probably in about two-ish weeks with Callum for our Hell in a Cell predictions. So thank you for watching, guys, and Seth, let him in.